One temple, two nations divided. A 1,000-year-old masterpiece.
This temple, Khmer or Thai heritage.
High on a cliff where Cambodia meets Thailand stands a sanctuary carved more than 1,000 years ago. Its name is Preah Vihear. To the traveler, it is a marvel of Khmer architecture, causeways stretching toward the sky, ancient gateways and stairways leading upward to a temple dedicated to Shiva. But to history, Preah Vihear has become something else entirely, a scar that refuses to heal. One monument yet claimed by two nations. One sanctuary yet bound by a border. Is Preah Vihear simply a temple for the gods or a mirror reflecting the unfinished divisions of our world? The design of Preah Vihear is unique among mountain temples. Its axis runs nearly 800 meters north to south, a long ascent guiding pilgrims higher and higher toward the sacred sanctuary. 5 monumental gateways mark this journey. From each stage, the view is incomplete. Only at the final entrance does the temple reveal its full form. Perhaps the builders meant to teach truth is never seen from a single step. One must walk the entire path. Yet today, the irony is painful. A temple built to open the heavens has been overshadowed by something utterly human, a borderline. Each terrace, each stairway seems to echo a different layer of history. The Khmer kings who built it, the shifting Siamese frontiers, the colonial maps and the fragile modern boundary. Preah Vihear points toward the gods, but it is held down by disputes of men. At the start of the 20th century, French colonial officials in the Kingdom of Siam met to draw borders. On paper, a pen traced a line. On the 1907 map, Preah Vihear fell inside Cambodia. A stroke of ink, mechanical, impersonal, sealed the temple's fate. For Cambodia, this was proof. For Thailand, it was a distortion imposed by colonial powers. From that moment, Preah Vihear was no longer just stone and sanctuary. It became a contested memory pulled between two identities. The French pen did not merely divide land, it divided memory, pride, and belonging. In 1954, after France withdrew from Indochina, Thai troops occupied Preah Vihear. Cambodia protested, bringing the case to the International Court of Justice. On June 15, 1962, the court ruled Preah Vihear belongs to Cambodia. Thailand was ordered to withdraw its forces and return all artifacts. For Phnom Penh, it was a diplomatic triumph. For Bangkok, a bitter defeat. But beneath the ruling lay a deeper truth. A verdict can define legal ownership, but it cannot erase the memories of people. For generations of Thais who had walked the northern paths to the sanctuary, Preah Vihear still felt like theirs. And so the dispute did not disappear. It changed form from courtrooms to parliaments, from diplomacy to demonstrations, from silence to gunfire along the border. International justice had spoken, but memory continued to resist. Archaeology leaves little doubt Preah Vihear was built by Khmer kings between the 9th and 12th centuries, devoted to Shiva and the cosmic mountain Meru. The 1907 border map drawn by the French Siamese Commission placed it firmly inside Cambodia. In 1962, the International Court of Justice reaffirmed this map and handed the temple to Cambodia. And in 2008, UNESCO recognized Preah Vihear as a World Heritage Site under Cambodia's name. On paper, in law, and in history, the evidence is clear. Preah Vihear is Khmer. And yet across the border, the story feels different. For many Thais, the temple has long been part of their lived experience. The easiest access to Preah Vihear is from the Thai side. Generations of villagers from Sisaket province climbed those paths, traded goods, and prayed at its shrines. In their memory, the temple was never distant. It was part of their lives. Thai scholars also argue that the 1907 map was not a fair reflection of the original treaty, but a colonial imposition. They insist that if the border had been drawn by natural geography along the crest of the Dangrek Mountains, Preah Vihear would fall inside Thailand. Thus, while law and archaeology side with Cambodia, geography and memory sustain Thailand's claim. In 2008, UNESCO declared Preah Vihear a World Heritage Site. It should have been a moment of unity when borders dissolved in the face of shared human heritage. In Cambodia, crowds celebrated. Prime Minister Hun Sen hailed it as a new honor for the Khmer people and for the world. But in Thailand, protests erupted. For many, UNESCO's recognition felt like a wound, as if pride itself had been taken away. Skirmishes broke out. Soldiers exchanged fire. Once again, the stones of Preah Vihear trembled under the weight of politics. The irony was stark. A title meant to unite humanity had instead deepened division. Preah Vihear showed that heritage is never only about architecture. It is about sovereignty, memory, and identity. Walk the mossy steps of Preah Vihear today, and you will hear two names in the air: Preah Vihear in Khmer, Preah Vihear in Thai. Two names, two languages, two truths. For Cambodians, the temple is a crown of Khmer genius, a relic of Angkor's sacred past. For Thais, it is a sanctuary bound to their own ancestral highlands. The temple is no longer just a monument of stone. It is a mirror reflecting not what it is, but what each nation sees in it. Perhaps Preah Vihear will never belong to one side alone. Perhaps it already belongs to both, as memory, as identity, and as an uneasy inheritance. But the question lingers, whispered by the wind across the Dangrek cliffs: can a temple stand for humanity rather than for borders? Preah Vihear embodies the paradox of history, a sanctuary built to rise toward the divine bound, instead by disputes of men. More than 900 years after its construction, it remains a temple of contention. Perhaps this is its destiny, to stand not only as a monument of stone, but as a battlefield of memory. The stones endure. The gods they once honored are silent, but the questions they leave behind are louder than ever. Is Preah Vihear truly Khmer heritage, or has it also become part of Thai identity through centuries of shared experience? Should it belong to one nation alone or to humanity as a whole? Borders may be drawn by politics, but the soul of a temple, who decides where it belongs?